Yeah, do the church say, Mom, you gotta.
Oh, mercy, mercy. Oh, things ain't what they used to be. No, when all the blue skies grow, poison is the wind that blows from the north and south. Oh, mercy, mercy me. Oh, things ain't what they used to be. No, oil wasted on the ocean and upon our seas.
You want to take it away? I mean, feel free anytime to join
Yeah,
in. I
yeah,
have all
that
these
part.
microphones. Just
I know.
what do
Yeah, no, my mic is just plumb out.
I got one. I have a spare. I'll send it over.
Yeah.
I'll let my people
Anywho,
know for next.
anywho, ha ha. Taffa Toodles, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I am good. Good. Good.
So, just curious, are sophomores in college still Taffa Toodles?
Sophomores in college are still taffetoodles and yunkamboodles and shumpamboodles and
Okay,
anything in the mix.
okay. I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Why? Thank you.
Well, let's say hello to Jason. Jason will not be joining
Hello.
us
Hello.
this evening, but let's keep Jason and his family in our thoughts and prayers. And as I am getting our other people on, are you on already? Do you have anyone that
Let's
we've
see.
got?
Let's see. Let's.
So, how are you?
I'm good. I am really good. I'm in my new room. Room tour coming soon. Uh, I've
Okay.
moved in to college. I moved in on the 29th of last month, and it's the 11th. So a good 12 days of college dorm living again. Um,
Okay.
yeah. Uh oh.
All right, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Well, I don't see what you did there, but I'm just
Right.
saying I see what you did there. You see
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Got you.
All right. That's
I
good.
got
That's
you.
good. That's good. So how are the first 12 days? How have the first 12 days been?
Um, it's been a little bit of readjusting, um, especially like with sleep and stuff like that. Because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but there are no bedtimes in summer break.
Oh, really?
There's no such thing. So
Wow.
you know, you might stay up until 4 in the morning or so,
Or
um,
so.
and maybe possibly maybe kind of sort of just a little bit be able to get away with it. Um, but I had to remind myself that you can't do that here. Um,
Mm.
yeah, yeah, and you can try it, but you will be dog tired, especially in a full day of
Well,
lectures.
wait till you turn 40. It changes altogether. When you turn 40, it
Okay,
that whole scenario will just completely flip around and change.
I see. Well, I do have this like little arrangement worked out. That at 39, I just like for the next 39 years after that, I stay 39, so I can like truly experience that 39 feeling. Um,
Mm.
so it might be a second.
By all means, keep me posted on that.
Got you. Absolutely.
Yeah, keep me. I really want to know about that.
Absolutely. I'll make sure to keep you guys posted.
Yeah,
I'll have
because
my people talk to your people and so on
have
and so
your
forth.
people talk to my people. Yeah. Well, I have been these past 12 days.
Hmm.
Um, I've been kind of, my schedule has changed slightly. Uh, so yeah, and apparently there is no bedtime, things like that. But you don't have to tell me because I already know. You know what I mean? I already
Right.
know. I
Right.
believe my grandmother used to call it having enough sense to know when to come in out of the rain.
Mm.
I
Okay.
know how to come in out of the rain.
Right. Right.
hmm Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure you've heard that before.
A couple
Um,
times.
so first, let's say hello to Reverend Dr. David T. Miller, pastor of Wesley Union AME Zion Church, the church that's making an impact in the community. And he wants to know, who is it in the ball cap? It's not just a ball cap. It's a Buffalo Bills thing.
Oh.
It's I. Tis I, tis I.
Oh.
So, you know, Pastor mentioned it yesterday, and the NFL, NFL has kicked off officially. And it's funny because I wasn't really a football fan, right?
Mhm.
But as I learn more and more, because remember, you and I would, yes, Pastor, the Buffalo Bills. Are there any other ones? Although, let me go back. Yes, there are. Because Deion Sanders is doing his thing with the
Oh, and
Colorado Buffaloes.
yeah.
Although I didn't know there was an E, that you added an E on Buffalo when it became plural. But apparently you do. So it's Buffaloes, OES at the end.
I
I
think
didn't
it's
know
a
that.
petition to have it changed to just a U. So
Why would that
it's
would
a
be
herd of
Buffalo?
buffaloes. No, no, just take out the U for plural. A herd of buffaloes.
No, Taft, because if it was Buffalo, then it would be Buffalo. Like Rufus. If Rufus and his son Rufus are together, it's not two Rufuses, it's Rufi. Everybody knows that, Taft.
Right. Common knowledge. I don't know how it's.
Duh. Everybody knows
No.
that. Wow. Don't be on here making people think that I'm not teaching you.
No, no, you know
You
what? That was
need to
just
know.
me. That it was like a lapse of
Yeah.
poor judgment. I don't know what happened.
Right. Pastor said then it would be a Buffalo. That's what I said.
Or we could just go back to the original Cebu's. I like those. The Cebu is it's very, very interchangeable, classic, timeless. Let's just stick with the
I'm
Cebu.
not going there with you with the Cebu. Let's say hello to Mom Randy Massey in Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Hi,
Hey,
Graham.
Mom, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, my 12 days of you being in school have been, um, I think the correct thing to say is I've been very lonely and lost, and I'm not really sure what to do with myself.
Yes.
And yes, and what else does it say? Let me see.
Flip the
No,
page. It,
absence makes the heart grow fonder.
mm,
That
mm,
was good. That was
I
good.
see what you did there.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But I will let you know that your dog is still alive. The
okay.
turtle has had corn on the cob twice,
Okay.
and and yeah, yeah. I'm back to groceries. I make life decisions at the grocery store based on what I want to carry in the house. Um, he said, Pastor says I have 3 little tafts I can send over. Um, no, no, guaranteed to eat just as much, if not more. No, no, I'm pretty sure that they can't do that. I've
Oh,
seen them in action, and they cannot eat what Taft can eat. Now they would be a little more active than what we're accustomed to, but that will only work if Powder can come and stay with you all. Because see,
oh,
they have to get to know Powder first.
that's
Then
true.
they
That's
could
true.
come, and we wouldn't have a problem.
That's true.
Let's say hello to Promise Mills. Hey, Promise
Hello,
in
hello, hello.
Harrisburg, PA. Hey, Promise,
Ooh.
thank you for joining us. So, Taft, couple things going on, and I know we missed you all last week because of Labor Day. Um, and I do want to get back to that because now I don't even remember her name, and to be honest with you, I'm not even sure if it was worth remembering. But and yes, Powder is the dog. Her name is Powder Louise, spelled vernacularly. and not
Yes.
phonetically, spelled
Mhm.
vernacularly. L apostrophe EW dash EEZE. The dash be silent.
Our show. An
Yeah, the
hour
dash be silent.
long.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, couple things going on. But did you see that that woman jumped off the 10th floor, the 10th story of the Carnival Cruise?
I saw one from 2022.
Now, this was recent. This was recent. And the the boat had to turn around and get her.
Oh,
And then they sent out, they were throwing over the life things, the
the
thing.
lifeboats. Uh huh.
No, it wasn't a lifeboat. No,
The
you wouldn't
buoys,
throw
the
a life.
buoys,
I
the
can't. You wouldn't throw. Okay, two
like
syllables. Sounds like first word.
the
No, the little rings, the
the
lifesaver thing.
floaties.
I don't think that that's the technical word for it. We are just okay.
I go
Anywho,
to school to cook. I go to school to cook.
and obviously you've never been close to drowning. So at any rate, they threw it out to her, and they didn't say if it was a suicide or not. But
Mhm.
another woman, then another woman got arrested because of the way she was acting because the other woman jumped off the ship. Let's say hello to Lena Mills. Hey, Miss
Hello, hello,
Lena, how
hello.
are you? Harrisburg. Promise said she did this on purpose or was it an accident? Um, she was a woman of color.
Oh,
Um, and no, it wasn't a life jacket. It was that ring with the string on it, the rope on it. Um, so Pastor, who is ever so efficient here, he has sent the YouTube video. But it was just, have we not learned anything? Is all I want to say. You know, and then if you're on the cruise and you're going to cut in front of all the world to see, this is to the woman that didn't jump. I believe that either way, probably there was mental health issues with the woman that jumped. Second lesson that I learned here, for any of you that are late for your cruise and miss your cruise, now we know they can turn around and come back.
yeah, they just choose not to.
They just choose not to, but they can. But at any rate, she jumped. Well, she jumped, she was pushed. At the end of the day, she was in the water.
Right.
She was in the water. And so then other people on the cruise were saying that they were traumatized now because then they heard on the loudspeaker, man overboard, and things like that. And they wanted their money back.
I'd say this. Oh, money back. Yeah, I'm kind of traumatized too, just hearing about it. You know, it brings back some unpleasant memories, and I think that I need some compensation. I should be reimbursed.
What unpleasant memory to have.
I'd rather not share those right now in a public forum. I'm just really emotional. I'm sorry. I just need a moment, please. I just need just one.
I can't right now. I don't know why I even asked. I don't even know why I asked. Anywho, at any rate, um, so yeah, there was that. But I wanted to go back to what we wanted to talk about last week. What was her name? I sent it to you. The one that was on the indictment, because we've not heard a whole bunch since last
Fannie,
week. Huh?
Fannie Mae Willis.
No, no, and she actually does call herself Fani.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a fan of Fani. I think it should be, no pun intended. I think it should be Fanny.
Mhm.
I think it should be Fanny, but anywho, no, come on, Taff. The other lady, the lady, the black lady, the African American lady, who was on the indictment with them. And so at any rate, she I mean, and you know, in certain industries, you don't use the word crazy. Um, But I'm gonna just go on out there on a, just on a whim and say she's crazy.
Okay.
But first, let's say that the guy, Harrison Floyd,
Is he
he
still
spent
there?
6 days.
Oh, 6. Wow.
He spent 6 days in jail. So that was that. Oh, I know one more thing while I'm looking it up.
Hmm.
Did we ever find out what happened to the rescue mission for the guy that was in the cave in Turkey?
No.
See, where is Jason? You don't do your homework. Jason would be like, yes. Okay. Anywho,
No, wait. Wait. What we did see, though, what we did see was another conspiracy on. We're gonna rewind, a couple shows back, but you guys remember Ocean Gate, right?
I'm listening. Yes.
There was a conspiracy because, and I don't know why, but I never thought of it or considered the fact that people have been to the Titanic before them. Plenty of people. There were already working submarines and things like that. But what one of the conspiracies I saw, and yes, it was on TikTok. One of the conspiracies I saw said that the whole reason like he put the effort into building the submarine or whatever was to get people to like invest in the stocks, and he was going to harvest them, and then that's why they just kind of like disappeared. Yeah.
That's why who disappeared? The people in the little
Yeah. They said that
remote
they didn't.
control submarine?
They said that that wasn't even real. Well, I mean, they said it was real, but like they weren't on it. No one was there. But once again, it was on TikTok. It
Okay,
was.
yeah, let's yeah.
Yeah. I just
Yeah.
wanted to
I
share
do
that.
think if we're gonna go into conspiracy theories, and it's a 1 hour show, but I do think that there's some foul play there, and that maybe these people wanted to disappear, and that he found some people and was like, look, I can help you disappear. And that's why the one man took his son with him. But we'll just skip past
Right.
that. Let's go. Mark Dickey, a New Jersey explorer, was stuck in a Turkish cave nearing rescue. So he went in this cave knowing that he was terminally ill. And then he started bleeding internally and couldn't get out. So they couldn't get people to get him out. So it says a New York resident and leader of a North Jersey-based cave rescue group is approaching the surface of a Turkish cave nearly 2 weeks after he fell ill almost a mile underground. So he's the
Wow.
chief of the New Jersey Initial Response Team. He was 120 meters below the entrance to the Morka Cave as of Monday afternoon. If everything goes well, they will get him out. So basically, he got down there, got sick. He suddenly began experiencing life-threatening intestinal problems that caused bleeding and vomiting. According to a Facebook post, he was more than 1,000 meters underground and unable to move under his own power, forcing rescuers to travel roughly 8 hours to reach him. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, that happened. So they said he's stable but fragile. So let's first say that I'm very glad to hear that he is safe, that he's getting the medical attention that he needs.
Yes.
We pray for a speedy recovery. And I don't know, Pastor, if you're still on, is it wrong? Like when you say, because like when they say, if you say but, then it negates everything before. But if you sincerely pray for someone, but you think that maybe they shouldn't have, like, bless their heart, but at the same time, is that wrong? Is that like, can you do that? Does the but still mean that it negates everything before that? Because it doesn't take away the prayer. I sincerely am glad to hear that he's okay. And I sincerely hope that he gets the medical attention and the help that he needs. Same thing with the young woman or the woman that jumped off or fell off or rolled off the cruise ship. I pray that, and I'm glad that she's okay. And I pray that whatever help she gets, that she needs, that she gets it. Or what if I say and I think they shouldn't have been in those situations.
Right. No, wait.
So I have to tell you, Go ahead.
Well, okay, you go first because it's kind of like another topic.
No, me too. So you go.
Okay, so I was thinking about the cruise ship turning around. Did you hear about the plane that had to turn around because one of the passengers, well, they've
Had
yeah,
explosive diarrhea.
yeah, biological
Yeah,
vandalism. Mhm.
biological vandalism.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow. Now that, now that would traumatize me.
Oh,
That I
absolutely.
would need my money back. Oh,
Absolutely.
absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Could you? Oh,
And
oh, oh. Just the thought of it just now, I almost lost it just now. Because, I already have an issue. Because, like, you can't sit next to me and belch or
right,
cough.
right. Mm-hmm.
And I will say something, and uh,
Excuse me.
and you're gonna sit next to me with bubble guts. Oh no, you know how you do your. I'll be like, you done sat yourself next to
Oh,
me. No, in good and soul.
wow.
No, I did see that. But once again, that proves the point that they can turn around.
Mhm, they can. They can. Yeah.
They can turn around. Really
Wow.
quick, let's do our family feud. Minister
Yeah.
Chris, I did send it. I don't know where to find the answers right now, but I did send it. All right, all right. So, if you could go to the land of Oz, what would you ask the wizard for? And let's see here, Taft. I promise you. Well, oh, it's not my table. Now this is the craziest thing because I can't find the answers again.
We're gonna do our own survey at the end of the show. We're gonna post our own survey, and we're gonna.
Okay, well, okay, I know how to find it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Top 8 answers on the board. Just in fact, everybody just hit the buzzers in front of you and then type out the answers there in front of you. Tab, your buzzer has been disabled.
Oh
Um,
man.
yes. So the question is, if you could go to the land of Oz, what would you ask the wizard for? And would you go to, oh, everybody, but would you be on the Wiz, or would it be the Wizard of Oz? Like, would you go to the Wiz? Would you
I'm
go?
going to the
Have you
Wiz.
seen the Wiz yet, Taff?
I've seen the Wiz. I've seen
Okay.
the Wiz. And fun little fact about that, which I just thought was a little funny thing. Michael Jackson's nose was just a Reese's cup.
It
It was. It was. It was
was,
just a
but there
Reese's.
for a minute, I thought you were cracking on his actual nose, and I was offended. Oh, I was offended because I don't play with Michael. I was
Wow.
offended. Uh,
Wow.
let me say really quick too. Um,
Wow.
so Pastor said, let's go back. Pastor said, no, it's not wrong to say, but he said, like when a child touches a hot burner, I hate you got burnt, but I bet you won't do it again. See, that's somebody's daddy.
Yeah.
Uh, Mom said $1 million. Pastor said money. And that was the number one answer. Let's say hello to Michelle Pockets Green.
Hello, hello,
Michelle, hey,
hello.
hey, hey, how are you doing? Uh, David T. Miller says to get back home. No, Pastor Miller, nobody's trying to get back home. Pastor said, I'm going to Oz because Evelyn don't like bad news. Hey, look, you aged yourself on that one because Taft has no idea.
Mm-mm,
Uh,
none. But still
Promise said
words.
they was probably like, oh, let's just use this for your nose, Michael,
Mm-hmm.
because it was. So
Wow.
does anybody have a favorite line since we're on the Wiz here? Does anybody have a favorite line from the Wiz? And I'll tell you mine. It was the line he said, "My mama told me, Coop," and they were like, "Coop." He was like, "That's right, Fleetwood Coop DeVille. Mama had high hopes." Anywho, anywho,
Oh.
it's a lot, but that's the classic. For anybody that has not seen The Wiz, not The Wizard of Oz, The Wiz, you know, ease on down the road. Yeah, if you have not seen The Wiz, then as soon as we are off here, I
Go.
suggest you go and
Go.
you see The Wiz. That's your assignment. That's your
Mm.
assignment. So Taft,
That's me.
I was gonna tell you that my new show that I not new, but the show that I was watching the other day,
Mhm.
it's this show, and they take these people, right, and they have them on a boat in the middle of this wherever, this ocean or
Mhm.
something, and they swap people out, but they're mimicking, I guess there was a raft or something that was lost, and these people had to survive, and this guy wrote all these things, so it became a community. um um uh so there's a community of people on the boat. So now what they're doing is they get this money, and there's 9 of them on the boat, and they do these challenges, you know, in the water and different things, right? And
Mhm.
they get money. So they can keep, like, they can take the money for themselves because they call it a temptation, or they can put the money in the pot, and at the end of the show, they will split the money. But the thing is that the temptation is like, so a temptation, you might get $10,000. But if you don't take the temptation, you could get voted off. But if you don't get voted off and you end up being one of the last however many people, then you get to split that money.
Oh.
And so it's a social experiment because they don't know each other. You know, they watch them kind of go against each other, and they brought people together from different walks of life and different things like that. So I don't know if anyone else is watching it or knows what it's called. It's really interesting, but I already know I'd have been voted off the first day because I'm not jumping in the water,
Oh.
in the ocean. I'm already out.
I'll take the temptation. Oh, easy.
Well, see, this
Easy.
temptation, you had to get on this paddleboard with one other person rowing. Then you had to dive in the water and dive down and pull this rope off of this thing. And then nobody was supposed to know that you did it. Is it Temptation Island? I don't,
No, I know Temptation Island.
okay, so no, it's not Temptation Island. Oh, no, I don't. I think I know Temptation Island. No, these people are really on a boat. Uh, these these people are really on a boat. Um, Pastor said, Barnum said there's a sucker born every minute. Pastor, I know you know. Young people, please go see The Wiz. You have to see it. You have to see it. No, it's not. Is it the Island of Temptation? I don't think it's the Pastor, did you just turn around what Michelle said? I don't think, let's see. It's a social experiment. I'll
It
tell you.
sounds like the Aquatic Survivor.
You just made that up too?
I did, but I would definitely go on Survivor. I wouldn't do that the boat show, but I would go on Survivor. I think I do pretty good.
Okay, it's called Survive the Raft.
I was
And it says,
close.
Survive the Raft. 9 people from all walks of life set sail on Discovery's new reality show, Survive the Raft, based on a 50-year-old social experiment that tests not only their survival skills, but also their ability to simply get along. And then they work towards a shared prize. So it was a social experiment on a boat in 1973 called the Akali Experiment and the Sex Raft. Okay. A 1973 social experiment that aimed to investigate interpersonal relationships in conditions of limited space and social isolation. So they got rid of the Black girl already.
Not first episode.
Maybe second or third.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe second or third. But she did go off and she did the, so that was a done deal. I don't need and I don't need. So, like, what's with their hands? Like, why everybody got to do? Are you grasping at the words that you
It's
want to
like
say?
ASL.
Yeah. But now I remember,
ASL.
now some of you will remember this. This is not the same as doing that. Remember when we were kids and like you would say someone did something, you'd be like, and if you did it in slow motion, you really told somebody off. Like, so I'm gonna go tell my mama. And you got to roll your eyes when you do it. Oh, and then you got to like twist your lip. Now that Taft, y'all don't know how to fight. Y'all don't know how to fight anymore. You're doing it all wrong. You're missing the whole purpose. Like you could put something on your shoulder and they put it on their shoulder. Like you just put it on your shoulder and then you'd be like, if you bad, knock it off. If you bad, knock it off. And then when they get ready to knock it off, you'd be like, if you bad, knock it off. Or if you draw a line, you'd be like, if you bad, then cross this line. And then they cross the line, everybody be like, ooh. And so you back up a little bit, you'd be like, okay, if you bad, then cross this line. Ooh. Come on. See, y'all don't know what you're doing.
That's just too much work.
You dare somebody. See, first you start with I dare you. And then you go to a double dog dare. Now, after the double dog dare, woo. And then if they be like, I do this and that, you'd be like, I triple dog dare you. That's when everybody be like, oh, she triple dog dared you. See, you got to build up to it. You can't just jump in and fight. You can't do that. You guys are just so, you guys just don't, you don't know.
It's a lost art.
Hello to Tina Washington Abubakar.
Hey,
Hey, T,
Tina.
my big sister in Buffalo, New York. Tina, I'm repping the Buffalo Bills. Tina said, Africans do that still, the roll of the eyes and the smack of the lips. Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's cultural. We definitely brought that with us. But what we also brought with us is you better not do that in front of the wrong person. You do not suck your teeth. No, you don't. I don't care. I don't care what you got stuck in your teeth. That's that.
I don't know if I've ever.
No, and you shall never. Remember, you know how they play that "Never Have I Ever"? Add that to
never have I. Oh, down. Finger wrong.
Yeah, add that one to your list. It is cultural. It definitely. Pastor says, as a child, if you breathe hard, you were talking back. Oh yeah. Tell them my line.
That's why I got quiet. It was unless you got asthma, you shouldn't be breathing hard. And last time I checked, I'm the only one with an inhaler.
That's it. Unless you got asthma, don't breathe hard around here. And I'm the only one with an inhaler. It works. It works. Don't be breathing. Don't be huffing and puffing because you make me nervous. You start huffing and breathing hard, you make me nervous. So Pastor said, go. Pray for me. It wasn't easy. You can use that, Pastor, but you don't even have to have an inhaler to do it. See, you guys have it. You guys have it all mixed up. And that is, I believe, that is the problem. That's the problem with today. That's the problem with today. And I wanted to bring up a topic, but I felt like, and I feel like it's not necessarily appropriate, but it's appropriate. So this chick. So let's start by saying hip hop is celebrating 50 years. 50 years of hip hop.
Okay.
Yes. Hip hop, real hip hop. So there's this chick, Sexy Red. You're looking like you don't know who she is, Tap.
No, sir.
Are you serious? You don't know who she is?
No. We listen to the same music.
No, oh, well, yeah, we do. I was going to say, no, we don't. Yeah, we do. Sorry, yes, we do. Well, anywho, she's very inappropriate and very vulgar.
Okay.
And this is what the kids are singing. And I'm of course not going to repeat it, but she's no clothes on, doing all kind of stuff, saying all sorts of lewd things.
Okay.
So now there's an issue. Now that the kids are back to school, uh, he said I said chick. Oh, I did say chick, but what should I call her? She's not a young lady. She's not a young lady, and
How
she's
old is
hardly
she?
a girl. It doesn't even matter. But the issue is young children are going to school and are in school saying these words. And in Philadelphia, there was a big issue in the school because the parents were upset that the teachers or that the school administrators were saying anyone singing this and saying these things would be suspended from school because technically it's sexual harassment.
Oh.
That bad. Because it's inappropriate.
In a song?
In a song that they play on, I don't know, because I don't listen to the radio. So we don't really have a radio station like that. And then on Sirius, I listen to what I want to listen to. So, and on Spotify, I listen to what I want to listen to. So I listen mostly to gospel and then R&B, old school R&B and hip hop, old school hip hop, no new school. No new school. I don't even know who these new school people are. But anywho, so this Pastor, I don't know what else to call her, but this chick, she is just off the hook and just vulgar. And what do you do? Like, what's happening that our kids are hearing this, and we're not offended that they're hearing it, but we're at the school fighting for their right, like fighting and saying my child should be allowed to be ignorant. Like, how dare you not allow my child to be ignorant? Who does that?
Yeah, no, that doesn't. Oh, well, wait a minute. So, 10-minute homework. Um, I looked up, her name, and I put school afterwards, and I thought the Philadelphia thing would pop up. But what I got instead is that she visited a school actually.
She
Um,
visited it.
here's what happened at Redwood Central in 2023. She um she arrived at high school. Up.
I wonder if you're breaking up for anyone else or just me.
Wow. You've been breaking up a little bit too, so I hope everyone here can hear me. Um, nope. I'm looking at the stream and I am breaking up too, I guess. But
Okay,
long
so
story
while
short,
you're saying that, hold on one second. Let's say hello to Sandy D, my sister Sandra.
hello,
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 sis.
hello.
Hello, love. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining us. So go ahead, Tap. What happened?
So she visited a high school to perform for a just an assembly, I guess, and she ended up being escorted out of the high school, not because of what she was performing, but because of the reaction of the students.
Was it a favorable reaction
It
or?
was favorable, but like everyone, you know how I guess like when celebrities are out walking or whatever, and everyone tries to like reach out and grab them and stuff like that. That's kind of sort of what it turned into.
Oh,
So
she
she
is
was invited
ratchet,
by the
ratchet.
principal to come perform at a high school. So
Oh, inappropriate.
Yeah.
Inappropriate. I know. You know what else? I know what else I wanted to tell you. So, or what else I wanted to say. This is important because I've talked to now maybe 3 parents who've told me that this is happening in schools. So we've got old school and new school on here. So apparently, schools locally are accepting children or students who now identify as furry. Now, we've had this conversation. So they're wearing, Taff, don't act like you don't know about this.
I do, but I'm just it's
So
uh,
they're wearing fur suits, like those pajama, like onesies
to school.
that are furry. That's how furry, isn't that what the furry people do?
Well, um, well, I know from when I was in high school, um, there's always that group of uh, what's the political? There's a politically correct way to say this. Um, However, it's gonna take me a while to find it, so I'm just gonna kind of scrap that. But there are always a particular group of people who tend to follow their own customs. Um, and from my time in high school, I you could definitely say that the furries were in there too. But this is first of all, this is something so crazy that it's like even happening. You know what I mean? Um, those were the ones that would. So I guess their whole thing is that they are an animal. Um, I'm pretty sure it's bestiality because they're attracted to other people who would say that they're animals too.
Well, they're saying that someone
Mm,
here says that is identifying, well, first it says furries don't identify as animals, they identify with animals in the same way that cosplayers typically don't believe they are actually whatever it is that they're dressed up. Then it says, is identifying as a furry a mental illness? It can be described. It can be described as an entertainment, as a way to have relationships with others. Some incorporate aspects of their persona, really, of their persona into everyday life. Some don't, as an umbrella term. No single description of furry life describes all who use the word. Then it has here, being furry is not a disorder or a mental illness. Pastor says it's a shame because it seems like only Black music is allowed to disrespect ourselves and women. That's for Sexy Red. That is absolutely true.
yeah.
That is absolutely true. Promise Mills says that particular group consists of those hats with the ears on them running down the hallway fast with their arms behind them,
Mhm.
randomly meowing or making animal sounds. This all
Right.
sounds too familiar.
Mhm. Mhm.
I
Mhm.
said it before, I said it to someone yesterday, and I say it publicly and openly. Let my child come home
Mm-mm.
acting and thinking he's a furry. I'm
Mm-mm.
gonna get a newspaper and beat him across the nose until he realizes,
Mm-mm.
until he
Keep the
sits beside,
newspaper.
you know, I used, how they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. My mom said, but you can whoop him and make him mind. Uh, so I believe that if you think you furry, I'm a whoop you and make you mine.
Mhm.
No, I think that is ridiculous. That is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. And
We've gone too far. And the same thing, if you take it back to the music, we've gone too far. We've taken creative liberties and things like that too far. Like, at what point do we say enough is enough? They're saying they have that they have litter boxes in schools. It says, what are furries? Debunking myths about kids identifying as animals and litter boxes in school. Let's see. Where does it say?
litter boxes.
Uh,
Oh Lord.
Tina says it seems there's a common theme of young people in identity and for identity. Um, they call it First Science. We're a small group of interdisciplinary professors who have studied furries and other fan groups for more than 15 years. So these furry people have been around. Um, Furries are people who have an interest in okay. Furries are people who have an interest in anthropomorphism, which is specifically refers to giving human characteristics to animals. Okay, my dog has human characteristics. She talks, she sings,
She has eyebrows.
she has eyebrows. That pretty much.
Yeah.
Uh, Mom said, look, why doesn't the teacher start teaching diagramming sentences, conjugating verbs, and etc.? Sandy D said, wow, litter boxes. Promise says, I feel like it's the enemy taking control of their lives. It is. It is. I promise you, every time you guys came into the church and when you leave, Taft will be at the altar. You know how they say, take your problems and leave them at the altar? As long as he think he's a Furby, that's where he's going to be.
To clear that up, I have
It's
never, nor will
yeah.
I ever think that.
To clear that up, I don't think they thought that was possible.
Amen.
That just cannot.
Amen.
That cannot. And what kind of animal would you be?
I don't
Anywho,
know.
no,
So
because my
wait,
first
wait,
thought
wait,
was Snuffleupagus, but
Minister Chris. We have about 8 minutes left. We can cut that. We don't need that. Um, Guys, so if you're ever looking for a place to host a show, Minister Chris is the man to go to. We can just wrap this up now. I think we're good.
half Snuffleupagus was good. That was Brenda. Half, don't bring Brenda no bad news. That is funny to me. I don't care who you are. That's funny. Uh, that was funny to me.
Where's my microphone?
Let's see. They don't. Okay, let's see. They identify with. Uh, I was looking for the litter boxes.
So wait, so people who would have like spirit animals, those are furries?
Um, no, no. I mean, I think you can have a spirit animal. You can identify with the spirit of an animal. I don't know why you would, but I think that you can say, "Oh, okay, owls are wise. I'm wise. That's my spirit animal. I like owls." Or people that collect elephants. Maybe that's your, something like that. I don't know I don't know how that works, but I'm just saying, kind of like my camel,
Right.
but I don't identify with the camel. Let's be clear. I don't identify with. Tina said during Reconstruction, a lot of the social organizations would provide guidance to communities with regards to how men and women should utilize roles in society for the good of society. That may be what's missing for people in these younger generations. I'm not sure how we reach them, but I think it needs to be each one reach one and teach one positive models and glorify those who uplift and provide intelligent character. Wow, Tina, I could not have said that better. And that is what is missing. Absolutely. That is what's missing, is the role models. But I mean, I think that I'm a role model because I don't think I'm an animal. I carry myself well, I think. I try to speak intelligently. I don't embarrass myself in public. You know, um, I may not always park in the right parking spots, but technically I believe that that is my parking spot. If I have to ring up my own groceries, I am the employee of the month. If they don't call me to the meetings, how do I know that they've changed it? Hello. Anyway, Promise Mill says, well, I always loved cheetahs. Well, that makes sense. So I think it's just different, but it says, what about those litter boxes? Is it possible that somewhere someone has asked for a litter box? Anything is possible, and I can't disprove a negative. But are litter boxes an integral part of the furry fandom? We've never observed litter boxes at any of the dozens of furry conventions we've attended. I have seen dog bowls and giant straws used to feed furries at a restaurant, but this was an inside joke. No, that's not an inside joke. Uh,
Well, a dog bowl?
Many of the litter box rumors also fixate on cats. However, most furries for saunas are wild and mythical animals. I'm done with this furry thing. But my issue, would you allow your child, or how would you feel about your child going to a school that allowed furries?
I mean, well, allowed, I guess okay, because I would trust that my child would know better. Um, I don't litter boxes though. I'm really stuck
How
on
how
that.
young? How young? Let's say middle school. Let's say middle school. Could your child go to a middle school?
Would their friends be furries?
And their friends be furries?
Oh, the friends are furries.
Yes.
No, we can get a pet. We can get a pet. I grew up with hermit crabs, birds, you name it, we had it. So I can get one of those. You don't need a. Mm-mm. No, no, it's okay.
I agree. I agree. I'm out on the I'm out on the
That
I'm out on the furry. I'm
litter
out.
boxes.
I
That's really
I
interesting.
I think that what needs to happen, and we only have a few minutes left. I think really that what needs to happen um is I think what needs to happen is we really need to take back our communities.
Mhm.
You know, we need to take back our communities, and it's easier said than done. I get it. I get it, but I don't know where, because we've talked about the things that we've talked about and how it ties in is even with the music, even with the music, the things that are said and what's acceptable is just not acceptable. It's completely unacceptable. So when you have a young lady, there, I didn't call her a chick, but when you have a girl who goes to a school, everything she's ever in, she's got on, it looks like a bra and panties, and that's what she wears. Um, that's not acceptable. But when our young girls at a very young age are taught that that's cute, um, then that's not right. And we need to speak up. But if the parents are going in and fighting for their children's right to be exposed to this ignorance, for lack of a better word, then there's a problem. Then that means that we're missing in this generation what's happening to them, that they're fighting for their children's right to be exposed to things that are unacceptable. Mom said, I really learned today. I didn't know this was happening. Here is Rock Hill. We are fighting for the right amount of school board reps. Well, Mom, we're having the same conversations, I think, in the schools. Some of the school boards around here, I know a lot of the schools, they're saying the classes are overcrowded. There's no security. There was a fight at a middle school where they said it was like 100 parents and children fighting. I don't know if that's correct, but we're dealing with that. Unfortunately, here in Harrisburg, there was a high number of overdoses over the weekend. Our young people are seeing and hearing that. I don't want to have to fight all of these things that my young person has to see and hear and then send them to school with somebody sitting next to them in a fur outfit. First of all, how are they going to concentrate? I know that I am not going to be able to, that would be such a distraction for me in the class. I would be looking at it the whole time like, I know he hot in there. Now watch him say meow. He meow is gonna be I mean, meow, watch what's gonna happen, see what's gonna happen.
Um,
Sit, boo boo, sit. I mean, like, I'm not going to pay attention. That's a distraction. And there are enough distractions
Wow.
for our young people. And I agree with what Promise, I agree with Promise said. She said she feels like the enemy is taking control over their lives. I'll share this and then Tap, you can close us out because then I'm done. I'll say this. I've told a couple of people about this. I saw a thing on Facebook and I posted it on my Facebook page. And it was a story about this farmer who had a mule and the mule was tied up. And the devil went and he let the mule loose. He cut the mule loose. And then the mule got loose and went into the next door neighbor's farm and messed up the whole crop or whatever. So the next door neighbor's wife came and saw what the mule did. So she killed the mule. So the farmer who owned the mule, he came and saw that the wife killed his mule. So he killed the wife. So the wife's husband saw what the farmer did. He told his sons, go burn down his house, thinking that the farmer would be in the house. So he burned down his house and killed the farmer. Well, the farmer wasn't at home. He wasn't at home. So he saw that the two boys burned down his house. So he went and shot the other man's two sons. So on his way back, he saw the devil and he asked the devil, why did you make all this bad stuff happen? And the devil said, I didn't make all this bad stuff happen. All I did was cut the mule loose. So basically, they reacted. They did the bad stuff. It wasn't the devil that did it. All he did was cut the mule loose. Hashtag hold my mule. But anywho, I just, we can say what the enemy has done. We can say what the enemy has done, but some of it it's our own poor decisions, and it's us not doing what we need to do. Really quick, Tap, can I give the answers to the
Yes.
you could go to the land of Oz. What would you ask the wizard for? Number 1 was money. Number 2, health, a new heart. Number 3 was a brain. Number 4 was a hot body. 5 was peace on earth. Shame on y'all that y'all wouldn't ask for peace on earth first. Next is love, happiness, and then magic or the power to fly.
Oh, I would take the power to fly. I'm back.
You there? Okay. So yes. So listen, Tap, you want to close us out?
Yeah, I will close us out. Sorry, having a technical difficulty over here. Anyway. So
that was me being a furry, right? Meow. Meow meow. I definitely couldn't be a cat. I'd be allergic to myself.
Well, it has been another week, another good show. Okay, how does the closing part go? I just sing the song.
No. Anywho.
I just sing the song.
Thank you all for joining us.
Yes.
Thank you all for joining us. We've got Rock Hill. We've got Buffalo. We have got Harrisburg. I think I saw Georgia pop on. Allentown has popped on. We've got, I believe we had also Ohio pop on, and can't remember where else. But anyway, we have Virginia. Come on. So thank you all for coming on and joining us. Listen, if you guys have an idea for a show, if you would like to do a show, then you need to see Minister Chris Thomas at The Voice 17104. Yes. Absolutely. Minister Chris makes it happen. As you guys see any of our conversations or any little silly stuff we do, he always makes it happen. So, and as you're scrolling through on Facebook, put The Voice 17104 in your search, go on and like the page and see all of the wonderful ministries that he has, the different shows. Ron Chappell will come behind us, I believe at 7:30. Always has something interesting to say. Join us on Fridays for Nathaniel Gadsden's Writer's Word Shop, where we have poetry, we have singing, short stories, things like that. So make sure you check us out on The Voice 17104. And listen, while school is at the beginning, we're at the beginning of school, Let's get right now. The way you started is the way you finished it. Let's start speaking positivity into our young people. Let's start giving them positive images. Let's rebuke all that other stuff that doesn't need to be. And let's say that if it is not acceptable, then we don't accept it. Simple. And
That's a
unless
good
you
one.
got asthma, don't be around here breathing hard.
There you go. There you go. That's a good one.
That's a good
Good
one.
one.
That's a good one. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you next week. Jason, we missed you.
Next week.
We are praying for you and your family. And we will see you guys next week, same time, same place.
All right.
That's that foolishness that couldn't be in the class with me. And that's the teacher over there in the green shirt. Yeah. Ain't no way in the world. See?
Oh, that's